Okay. Show me.
Hi there guys, welcome back to the Dutch RC channel for another Airplane Sunday edition, and in this edition we'll be taking a look at this, the SonicModell L AR wing, which is an FPV wing. Obviously you don't need to FPV it, you can fly it line of sight, but it's meant to be an FPV wing. Now a couple of months, half a year ago, we've seen the Reptile S800. I did several videos on that as well, which is a very popular model. I don't think I'm overstating things saying it's a popular model. So this is a pretty similar plane, but I do hope the design is a little better. Especially the room inside of the fuselage. In the S800 it's a bit sparse. Yeah. If you've seen videos on that plane, or maybe you even have that plane as I do, you know what I'm talking about. So that's one improvement I hope to see in this AR wing. It's also slightly bigger, 10 centimeters in width. The wingspan is 900 millimeters. I've got the ready to fly version here, or bind and fly I should say, probably. That means it comes with a motor, propeller, ESC, servos, and that's it. So you do have to provide your own receiver, flight battery. I think it's a 2200 milliamp hour 3S, and an FPV system if you want to fly it FPV. So yeah, in this video we'll be taking a first look at things. I don't have my FPV system for this plane in yet, so I won't be flying it in this video. I do hope to get that stuff in this week, so my flight videos on this plane should be coming up pretty soon as well. Maybe by the time you are watching this video my flight videos are already up, and I'll have an annotation link over there if that's the case. So let's see what's in this box. Okay, one thing you can instantly see is that it's nicely packaged. All kinds of sub boxes, which is nice. I'll take the big box out of screen and then show you the content of the smaller boxes, otherwise it won't fit in my little studio. So here we go. Alright, first box, here we go. Ah, look at that, more foam packaging stuff. And we've got the fuselage here, which is again wrapped in bubble wrap. Nice, I like to see good packaging which ensures things arrive in good order. Okay, so we've got ourselves a fuselage, and the motor is already installed. It has a wooden motor mount thing here, and this motor is a 2204 2300 kV motor, a quadcopter motor basically. So, and let's see, canopy off. It is held on with two magnets at the front, as you can see, and a foam lip at the rear. And what do we have here? Brackets and more brackets. These are probably your camera brackets for different kinds of cameras, which is good. The ESC is already in, and oh, the wires aren't pressed in all the way. So if you get this model, be sure to secure those wires down. Hachikade, and what kind of ESC is this? A 30 amp ESC. That should be adequate. Yeah, that should be adequate. And it runs off of a XT60 connector. Yay, that's pretty nice. Screws, two thumb screws and some other screws. Okay, I assume the thumb screws are to attach the wings to the fuselage. We'll see that in a bit. And this box also contains a propeller, which is a 6x3. 6x3. All my scratch builds run off of 2200 kV motors, so 100 kV less, and I always run them on a 6x4 on 3S. So 6x3, yeah, that should be alright. Okay, one more thing on this fuselage. It has this nose piece, which can be taken off. Let's see, it's also held on with magnets. Now I'm expecting to see a alternate nose piece in one of the other boxes. Okay, so the magnets are pretty strong. I suspect this nose piece with the camera hole center screen is for instance a Roncam version 3 or maybe a GoPro session. And I think this here wooden frame is for those cameras as well. And with that I suspect the other frame is for the older style of GoPros or maybe a SJ cam, the conventional style of action cameras. Box number 2, let's see what we have here. Ah yeah. Oh damn, actually you get 3 nose pieces for different kinds of cameras. That's nice, and you don't have to transfer the magnets. So yeah, this one with the off-center camera hole is probably for the conventional style of GoPros or an SJ cam or whatever camera you have. And this one, well, maybe this one is for the Roncam 3 or GoPro session kind of cameras. That's nice, more than enough options for that. And this box contains the 2 winglets or vertical stabilizers. So these have a little bit of wood reinforcement. That's nice, and I expect the other screws that came in the first box are for these to mount them onto the wings. I'll probably also use some glue in between the wing and these winglets, but well, that's up to you. The third box, let's see what we have here. It feels very light, by the way. And it's an empty box. Okay, so they added this box to make sure the other boxes didn't move around in the product box. Okay. Alright, on top of the last box we find 2 things. An instruction leaflet, which is pretty basic, but that's okay, I guess. Most of the assembly is already done. Yeah, the motor doesn't need mounting. The servos will probably already be in the wings, and so yeah, no real assembly required. And on the other side it tells us the CG, not unimportantly, and we do get a decal sheet. The decals actually look pretty nice. Yeah. That's not to say that I'll be using them. Maybe I'll do a custom decal job just like I did on the S800. I think the wing deserves a nice look to it. But again, I'm not saying these decals don't look alright. Hartstikke, the last box, which I hope will contain 2 wings and maybe a wing spar. Otherwise we're in trouble. Ah yeah, and they are again nicely packaged in foam. Bubble wrap, I should say, sorry. Oh, by the way, this wing, this AR900 wing, is made out of the same material, EPP foam, as the S800. And that means it is durable, with a capital D. I've crashed my S800 several times. I've flown it through brushes. This foam is durable. and it's also black, just like the S800, and there's a little bit. Did the servo on the other wing manage to damage this wing? I can hardly feel it, and you probably can't even see it. There's a little bit of a scuff mark over here. But well, the servo is indeed already in place. That's nice. According to the specs, it's a digital servo, so we should be hearing some crackling when we switch the plane on. I don't know if it's metal geared though. And it's well, it's kind of impossible. You'll have to damage the foam to get to the screw holding on to the servo arm. Yeah. On the S800 I replaced the servos with digital Metal Gear servos. Well, at least they're Metal Gear, and we'll see how they hold up. Okay, and yes, we do indeed have 2 wings and no wing spar. Yeah, wing spar, a carbon, I'm not sure, carbon or carbon fiber? No, it looks like carbon. It's a square tube. Yeah, alright. Okay, let's get rid of this box. So here are the center sections of the 2 wings, and as you can see they are not symmetrical. This one over here has a mount for your FPV camera and a little groove over here for the wire. That looks pretty good, and to be honest, so far I haven't seen anything that resembles accommodations for your video transmitter. So I assume you'll have to bust something out for that yourself. Okay, let's see how things fit together then. And it'll probably be a lot easier for you with no camera in the way. Yeah, and let's see, the wing spar. Okay, it takes a little bit of wiggling to find the direction for the wing spar, but other than that, it's easy. And the wing spar slots into wooden reinforcements in the fuselage, as you can hopefully see. That's nice. There. Okay, at some point you need to enter this servo wire into the fuselage, which is nice and long and labeled aileron left. Should be aileron, shouldn't it? Okay, but we know what they mean. Okay. Yeah, it's nice to see that those wires are nice and long, because no problem to reach your receiver this way. Okay, so now we need to screw it down, which these thumb screws come in for. And I'm hoping it'll be the center wall. Let's see if that works out. Yep. Okay, so this way, transporting it in pieces should be an option. I won't be doing that, but it's definitely an option. It's easy to take the entire wing apart. And it also makes it easy to replace a wing, should you damage a wing. If you glue things together, that will be less of an option, of course. Okay, so that's it for the wing mount, and obviously the other wing is the same story. Next thing you do is install your winglets. They are not symmetrical, by the way. The ones with the lower lip being a bit smaller are for your left wing, and as mentioned, there's a wooden reinforcement here. There's also a wooden reinforcement in the wing itself. And the plane comes with 4 normal screws like these, and that's what they are for. And I'll be screwing them on off camera because camera in the way and stuff. Okay, the fit of the wings into the fuselage. There is a slight gap, 0.5 millimeter maybe over here. Less over here. No gap over here, and 1/4 millimeter over here or so, 0.5 millimeter. And at the bottom we do have quite a big gap over here. Yeah, I'll probably run some tape over this here gap. I'm pretty sure it won't affect the airworthiness of the plane, but there sure is a gap over here and no gap at the bottom over here. Now that we're looking at the bottom, you won't be able to see that, but there are dimples here and here, and those are your CG dimples, which makes life far easier on us, I'd say. So just balance the plane on these two dimples over here and you'll know if your plane is balanced correctly. It has skids over here, and the specifications or the product page says you could launch. No, you actually have a pretty good grip on that. I don't like launching wings overhand, but that might be a personal thing. I'll probably side saddle launch it. And let's see, there are carbon reinforcements in the wing over here. There are no reinforcements in the ailerons. Yes, I would have liked to see those. And the hinges of the ailerons are the same as in the S800 foam hinges. Yeah, that's pretty okay and pretty standard. Alright, the last thing I want to look at is this camera mounting platform system thing. So we take the nose piece off, and I've got that wooden mount here for the Runcam 3 kind of camera. And how do you work this? I guess you just inset that wooden frame into the nose, like so. Okay, then we take one of the alternate nose pieces and like so. Okay, that doesn't fit all the way. Okay, I probably need to move my camera back a bit, so let's try that. Line it up with the front of the bracket. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Okay, try that once more. Well, it's actually the Velcro that's a bit in the way. I do have the mount on, or the nose piece on, as you can see. So a Runcam 3 fits, and with that I'm sure that a GoPro Session will also fit, as it's slightly smaller. This mounting thing system is probably intended for a GoPro Session camera. But again, if you have a Runcam version 3 like I have, it does fit in there. So that's nice. And what more can I tell you about this wing? Yeah, it has, probably hard to see for you, but it does have a little bit of reflex in the wing over here. It's slightly curved up at the end. Lots of people like that. Yeah, we'll just see how that works out, of course. So, not much more to tell about this plane. The proof is in the pudding, of course. Now, what have I ordered to complete this plane? I've got an FR Sky fast receiver for my Futaba radio, a 4-channel receiver, which is more than adequate for this plane, of course. And I've got a Runcam Swift version 2 as an FPV camera. So that means I'll have an OSD. Very, very nice. and I'll be using an eSheen switchable VTX for this plane. I'll have links for all the parts I'll be using in this plane in the description down below. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope this video gave you some info. If you have questions, hit me up a comment down below and I'll be happy to answer you. Catch you on the next video. Bye bye.